Hello, everyone, and happy St. Patrick's Day. I thought I would just jump on here and do a quick little read here, and I'll pull a couple cards for each zodiac sign and just a quick little message. So we'll pull an actual tarot card and then also pull an oracle card for each one. And we'll see what all messages want to come through. So since we are in Aries season, we will start with Aries and then just go around. So let's see. For Aries, two cards we have are the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So we have a little bit of this like indecisiveness and daydreaming type of energy today for you. And then we also have our Queen of Pentacles, which is a little bit of that like luxurious, comfortable type of energy. So it's like you're dreaming of living the good life and having those warm, comfortable, abundant types of feelings. And then magic happens when you most expect it, and befriend the word polarize. So the idea there of magic happening when you most expect it is don't always be expecting bad things because you're actually kind of drawing that in if that's the case. So expect good things to happen, and then that puts you in a mindset where you're looking for the good in your everyday life. And then this card, this befriend the word polarize, that's kind of that whole idea of don't just try to keep everything smooth. So sometimes conflict is what's needed to move a situation forward. So sometimes you aren't in agreement with other people, but whatever is in here, whatever you're feeling in your soul, like that's what you should be standing in. That's the energy you should be standing in. And if that's in opposition to other people around you or situations around you, kind of lean into that. So that is the message for Aries. And next up is Taurus. So let's grab this card and this card for Taurus. We have King of Cups in reverse, and we have Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is kind of this missed opportunities and like a lack of focus. So there's just kind of this directionless sort of feel going on, as well as like this manipulation and worry and stress. So there's a situation that you're trying to control, and either you're manipulating somebody or somebody's manipulating you, and it's causing you a lot of this stress. You don't really know what to do about it. And your cards then manifesting and doing, and the spark of hustle. So if you want something different, manifest something different. So you need to be, I'll call it, actively involved in the solution. And so manifesting has the two components. It has the putting yourself in that mindset and saying, this is what I want, I'm moving in that direction. But it also is about action. It's about doing. So, for example, if you were trying to manifest the love of your life, you can't do that if you're sitting on the couch and you never go out of your house, because let's be honest, no matter what sort of magic or forces are out there, somebody's not going to knock on your door and be like, hey, can I take you out on a date? So it's kind of that idea of when you're manifesting and doing, that's what's going to bring in your results. So if you want something different or better in life, you have to start acting that way, and then that will start to bring things in. And with this, the spark of hustle means get to work. Don't expect everything to just fall into your lap. All right, so now Gemini, we have Three of Pentacles and Page of Swords. So Three of Pentacles is that collaboration type of energy. And sometimes this is viewed as a twin flame card because you have the divine masculine and divine feminine and spirit all coming together to collaborate and start on your mission, your joint mission. And then with your Page of Swords energy, that is this like planning and curiosity, and you're starting to get things in order for how you want to execute your mission. And then we have Nourish the Sacred Feminine, and the edge of evolution feels messy. So as you're looking at, I would say putting this card kind of in the middle, I feel like those kind of go together. So it's going to feel messy as you look at breaking out and doing something new. But this whole nourishing the sacred feminine, it's sitting in that abundance, sitting in that loving, nurturing feeling, and then pushing the edge of where your comfort zone is. So next up we have Cancer. Let's see what cards want to come through for you. Judgment and Three of Swords in reverse. So Judgment is about you're coming towards the end of a cycle. It has this sense of renewal and rebirth, like you're taking the final exam in your class, and it has to do with favorable judgment by the divine. Have you learned your lessons? Are you incorporating what you've learned into your daily life? And then with the Three of Swords in reverse, that's about moving on from the heartache. Like you've learned your lessons from the heartache. You've forgiven the situation, and sometimes that involves forgiving the other person. Sometimes that involves forgiving yourself for how you've handled a situation, but acknowledge the growth that comes with that. And that is when you feel that sense of blessings, of favorable judgment, because you've learned the lesson. Creator fire and bliss is worth creating. And it says from, cross it out, for, cross it out, from. So this is that idea, and this goes along with this judgment card, this color here and this color over here, that's like with the idea of manifesting. You manifest from a position of happiness, of higher vibration, of love and joy, and that's when you're going to start to see your blessings come in. And this creator fire is what are those passions? What lights you up? And kind of going from there. Let's see. Okay, so the next one is Aquarius. It's funny, that's actually backwards. So we have Aquarius. Let's pull these two cards. We have our Ace of Swords and then Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So that Ace energy is that new, fresh energy. So your Ace of Swords is going to be kind of some new thoughts and some breakthrough coming through. And then with your Ace of Pentacles, there's a little bit of like opportunities maybe that you missed, but you're having those thoughts and that breakthrough of, okay, I missed that opportunity. Why did I not see it? So it's kind of that reflective energy of acknowledging that there were things you could have done differently, and maybe some paths you should have gone down on. And then now you're incorporating that into, okay, how do I change that pattern going forwards? And then shift the way to new potential, and what do you really want? So especially on St. Patrick's Day, this nice green color there. So shift the way to new potential. So if you've missed some of those opportunities, if there were some subtle signs that came up that you missed, now you're aware of them. So now you can look for them going forward. And what do you really want? That's that whole idea of, as you're manifesting, what is it that truly lights you up? What is it that you really want to be going towards? And then put your energy there, because you don't want to put your energy into something that's going in the wrong direction. Okay, so now is Leo. So one card. These are all kind of bunched up here. All right, so for Leo, we have our Knight of Cups in reverse and the Magician. So the Magician is about transmuting those energies. Some of those, if you have heavier energies that you're looking at, your Knight of Cups in reverse is a little bit of this like bad moods. So today is really going to be that push for, how do I get myself out of this funk? And with it being a Sunday, maybe you aren't working today and you can get out in nature. Hopefully wherever you're at, it's a nice day. It looks beautiful here. So transmuting that energy, transmuting that heaviness into something lighter and into something more joyful, and that's bringing you feelings of peace. Then we have Creator Earth, and your past supports your future. So Creator Earth, getting those creative juices flowing, being connected, having that grounded energy. And then your past supports your future. So learning from the past and acknowledging all the hard work that you've put in. So some of this, bad mood energy that you might be in right now could be this sense of, I keep plugging away at this and I'm not making any progress. But your past supports your future. Your hard work is going to pay off. All right. So that was Leo. Now we are on to Virgo, and I'm not going to reshuffle. I'm just going to respread these because they were kind of getting all bunched up a little bit. All right, so let's see what message wants to come in here for Virgo. Let's pull this one and this one. All right, we have the Six of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So our Queen of Cups in reverse energy is like this neediness and this kind of sense of fragility that's coming in. And then with our Six of Swords in reverse, this is like this resisting positive change. Like you're trying to hold on to something and it's making you feel very, very needy and very fragile. Like there's this fear of, but what if I let go of this thing that I've been holding on to so tight, and then everything falls apart. And so there's definitely a sense of wanting to keep things the same, even if it's not working. And sometimes, this one jumped, sometimes too, part of the holding on to the past is there's this other current that's flowing underneath of, if you've been telling yourself for so long that, oh, I can't do this, like I can't leave my job, or I can't leave this relationship, or if you're single, I can't go towards that person because what if they reject me, like that sort of neediness and fragility. Sometimes the underlying current there is there's a sense of, if I do it and it does work out, then how much like of a coward have I been because I didn't make that decision earlier. And it's almost like there's that realization at some point, if you've been doing it for a really long time, it's almost like there's that fear of, if it works out better than you thought it was going to, what does that say about the fact that you were dragging your feet for so long? But now is always the time. Like if you're feeling compelled to go in a certain direction, do it. Don't let your fears hold you back. Success in transformation and welcome the divine masculine. So that's the welcome the divine masculine is that energy of just do it. Like be that action-based, authority leader, like, yes, I'm moving towards that, and go in that direction. And success in transformation. So transform yourself. If you've always done the same thing, do something different. So that was the message for Virgo. Now we are on to our Libras. I believe that is Libra. Yes. Okay. So now on to our Libra. Okay. So we have this one, and we have this one. We have 7 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups. So your 7 of Pentacles, you have this growth, this reward. You've been working hard and reaping the benefits. And then your 6 of Cups is this like nostalgic. So this comfort, this tradition. So maybe you've been working hard in a very traditional sense, like with the family business. And that's bringing you a sense of like comfort because that's what you're familiar with. And you are reaping the benefits and the rewards from a job well done. So ambush fear with your ferocious dreams and changes. So if there's changes, you've set yourself up well by being successful and you've been reaping the benefits. But if there's something else in this nostalgia, if there's something else that you really wish, oh, when I was younger, I enjoyed doing this or that, or I felt called to do whatever, investing some of that abundance that you've been able to receive, like reinvesting that back in yourself and allowing, not allowing your fear to stop you and kind of leaning in and embracing changes that feel like they're making you happier. All right, let's take a look at Scorpio. And a second card here for Scorpio. With Scorpio, we have our 7 of Wands and then our 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So our 7 of Wands is this stamina and this perseverance. And remember, we've had the 4 of Pentacles in reverse come up an awful lot in the daily reads. And that is about overgiving and being very charitable and generous, but it's almost like the overgiving to a fault, like that you're selling yourself short. So make sure that you're not doing that today, Scorpio. Your 2 cards here are get back to elemental and cut the cords of doubt. So if you're doing it because you're sitting in a place of doubt, like, oh, well, what if I stop putting in all of this energy or all of this effort? Am I going to lose out, whether it's on a friendship, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job? And make sure that you're not, totally emptying your bucket because you're afraid, what if you're just not good enough if you're giving just a normal amount of energy into a situation. So that is get back to elemental, work on your rooting, work on going for walks in nature and really trying to refill your own bucket and see your own worth. And then this cut the cords of doubt. If there's situations that make you feel like you're doubting yourself and make you feel like you have to just run yourself into the ground to prove yourself, those are situations you might want to consider cutting the cord from. So that is for Scorpio. Now we are on to Sagittarius, I believe. Yes, Sagittarius. All right, here's one card. And the other, we have 9 of Cups in reverse and 4 of Cups in reverse. So your 4 of Cups in reverse, there's kind of like this sadness, like you're accepting what can't be changed, and then you're feeling like disappointed and unfulfilled. So, you know, this is kind of one of those aha acknowledgement moments of, wait a second, I'm feeling this disappointment, and you've likely been feeling it for some amount of time. And there is that sense of acknowledging it, that certain things can't change, but that doesn't mean that you're accepting the fact that you're unhappy. It's more that you have this situation that's creating this, and maybe you've been trying, you know, go at it from this angle, go at it from that angle. Can I change it like this? What if I do this? And you're kind of getting to a point of like acknowledging that maybe this just isn't going to change. Maybe it's not that I'm doing something wrong in this situation. Maybe it's that this situation isn't right for me. All right, let's pull our 2 cards here. Accept and receive, and collaboration of souls. So with this accept and receive, it's kind of like you're accepting that certain things can't change. So once you put yourself into that and you stop trying to swim against the current, you can receive whatever's coming towards you. And then collaboration of souls, that there's something coming in, like somebody wants to work with you or interact with you, whether that's friends, whether that's business partnerships, whether that's other personal connections. They want to interact with you and help collaborate on something going forward. So keep an eye out for that, Sagittarius. And now we are on to Capricorn. Let's pull this one and this one. 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords in reverse. So Capricorn, you have some decisions to make. So your 2 of Pentacles is like you're kind of juggling these different options, and you're trying to weigh what you should be doing. And there's a sense of like juggling different priorities and like weighing your decisions, like which direction do you really want to go? So it looks like there are certain positives on either side of it, but you're trying to weigh what is the right path. And then with your 2 of Swords in reverse, you are kind of at this point of indecision. Like you don't know which direction should you go. Should you go this way or this way? Because, you know, there are some benefits on either side. And then when you look at the 2 figures, it's almost like one of them is an older figure and one of them is a younger figure. One is dark, one is light haired. And, you know, so it's kind of like there's 2 different contrasting viewpoints that this main character in the picture is trying to see. And then with the 2 of Swords in reverse, it's a little bit of this like stoic face. In a lot of the decks, the person is blindfolded in the 2 of Swords. This one's not. So this one, they can see, Capricorn, you can see that what's the different options are. It's just that you don't really like either one of them. Or one of them doesn't stand out as being a significantly better option for you. All right, so you are light, and 1 step ahead is all you need. So especially on St. Patrick's Day with the green cards, 1 step ahead is all you need. So don't let yourself get too caught up in, you know, well, but if I do this, then I have to do this, and then that means this, and then that means this. Like, don't let yourself get too far down that path. So just take your 1 step ahead. That's all you need. And sometimes that's all that you can do is just tiny little baby steps, baby step forward, baby step forward. And if you do that consistently enough, you will find yourself in a significantly different place. So that is the message for Capricorn. So last but not least, we have Pisces. Let me spread those cards out. They're kind of all jumbled up again. So Pisces, what wants to come through for you? This one and this one. All right. We have 9 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So 9 of Pentacles, you have this independence coming in and this sense of like reward and self-reliance, and you're doing it. And then you have the high priestess energy, which is that divine feminine, higher wisdom or higher consciousness, like that inner wisdom, and really stepping into that divine feminine energy and doing that from a place of independence. So not that needy, clingy, I'm a damsel in distress, I'm waiting for my divine masculine to come rushing in on a horse and sweep me off my feet. Like, not that sort of energy. It's, I'm going to sit here in this loving, happy, feminine energy. I'm connected with my higher consciousness. I'm tapping into that inner wisdom, and I'm going to be able to make that happiness for myself. So a lot of times, especially on the twin flame journey, there's, I'll call it a misconception, particularly at the beginning of the journey, where, people are focusing on the other one. So usually it's divine feminine focusing on divine masculine, but that's not what it's about. It's about you. It's about being able to sit in that own loving energy and creating that own loving energy for yourself and sitting in that energy of love and peace. So fall in love with your own story and gratitude again. So that fall in love with your own story, that's what I was talking about in terms of all of that love that you feel. Direct it towards yourself, create that own feeling within you. And then that's what's going to magnetize in other people, because you're able to stand there and be that beacon of light on your own. And gratitude again. So even if you have challenges along your path, particularly when you have challenges along your path, like most people in their gratitude journals, or, they're thanking God or the universe for whatever blessings, and this wonderful thing happened and that wonderful thing happened. Remember, even when challenging things are happening, they're there to teach you a lesson. They're there to help you grow. So even though you may not be beaming and like, oh my gosh, I love this lesson, remember to thank the universe for sending you lessons that are going to help you grow. So that was the message for Pisces, and we have now gone full circle. So I wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. We'll see you again soon.